and in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to people. God, when we heard the news yesterday, there was no peace on earth. God, when I ran to middle in the middle of the night like a scene out of a nightmare, rain pouring, orange flames flaming, there is no peace on earth, I said. And God, as you often do, you forced me to stop for a minute. So I stopped, standing alone, surrounded by sirens and lights and people I didn't know, in front of a burning historic building, asking questions that you may also be asking. Why? Why this year? Why this church? God, where are you? And then I saw you. The massive, powerful blast of water from the hoses no longer rushing into the building to stop the flames, but rushing rapidly out of it, out of the windows, uncontrollably rushing out of every window, every crevice onto the street. And I realized that was you, God, weeping uncontrollably with us. And you reminded me, I've been weeping too. I've been weeping this whole year at the racial injustices, at the economic strife, at the lives lost to COVID, and the way that racial injustice and public health disparities play out in the death count of a disease that has taken more Black and Indigenous and brown lives than white lives. I've been weeping with you, middle family, every time a person is hungry, every time a woman isn't believed, every time someone can't pay their rent because we have a country that's not supporting us through a pandemic. I've been weeping with you, middle. We've been weeping together, haven't we? Inside those walls. Well, God says, I'm crying still. And last night I showed you my tears, pouring out onto the street, meeting you where I've always been. And middle, those weren't just my tears, God says. That's my spirit too, rushing uncontrollably out of the walls with love and justice, finding you on the street where we've always been. Oh God, today we need to weep. We need to be reminded that weeping is okay. And we need to be reminded that you weep and move with us.